Andarki namaskaram. In the last session, we started learning how to make sentences in past tense for all the forms like positive interrogative, and negative interrogative. After completing the session, I already prepared all the examples for each category. Today, I'm going to explain the remaining things. I think we discussed only the first category, that is lu, with the meaning go, and go it means vellu. Let us see the next one. The next category is nchu, chu, chu. So in this category we took the example as dump. Dump means kummarinchu. Somebody already submitted some practice sentences. Anyway, for class purpose I will explain again. Then we will move to the next category. So I will actually, since it is like old topic only, we are just revising again. I will ask you to read. I will give chance to everyone randomly.
Okay, what I should read?
Yeah, please read only for the first sentence for each type of sentence. No need for other subjects because
so positive sentence is nano kumarinchano.
Aunandi.
Negative sentence is nano kummarinchalado.
Yeah, it is nenu kummarinchaledu. Okay.
And interrogative positive is nano kummarinchana.
Aunandi, nenu kummarinchana. Okay.
And interrogative negative is nano kumarinchalada.
Aunandi, baga chadivaru. Let me repeat also one more time, then we will move to the next category. Nenu kummarinchanu, nenu kummarinchaledu, nenu kummarinchana, nenu kummarinchaleda. These are four types. Now you know how to make sentences using this ending. So there are some verbs with similar endings. So while practicing, you can easily make sentences in the same format. For example, anumatinchanu, anumatinchaledu, anumatinchana, anumatinchaleda, like that. Okay, let us do practice also. Can somebody conjugate this verb? For example, ashirvadinchu. Ashirvadinchu word in four forms. Anyone can try. So take the verb ashirvadinchu, that is bless, and conjugate into this format, these four sentences format.
Nenu. Okay, Danny Carol, please go ahead.
నేను ఆశీర్వదించనా.
Okay, start from positive sentence అండి.
ఓకే, నేను ఆశీర్వదించాను.
అవునండి. ఆశీర్వదించలేదు.
ఆశీర్వదించలేదు. నేను ఆశీర్వదించలేదు.
అవునండి.
నేను ఆశీర్వదించనా. నేను ఆశీర్వదించలేదా.
యా, చూడండి, the past tense sounds should be correct. It is ఆశీర్వదించానా, ఆశీర్వదించానా. Okay, there should be long vowel sound. Let me split this window. I divided the window in two parts, so we can see the verb and also the conjugation part. If you look at here, bless means ashirvadinchu. Okay, so when we conjugate this one into past tense, it will be the positive sentence. It will be like this: nenu ashirvadinchanu, nenu ashirvadinchaledu, nenu ashirvadinchana, nenu ashirvadinchaleda. So very important is ashirvadinchana. Long vowel sound must be there. Otherwise what happens? If you say ashirvadinchana without this long vowel sound, it is like can I bless, can I give blessing, something like that. So you need to make sure pronounce with long vowel sound. Ana sound must be there in the question. Positive interrogative. Let's try with some other verb also. Okay, let's take this verb consult. Can somebody conjugate this sampradinchu in past tense, four forms? Then we will move to the next category. Who wants to try?
సంప్రదించానా సంప్రదించలేదు
అవునండి
సంప్రదించానా
అవునండి
సంప్రదించలేదు లేదా
అవునండి సరిగ్గా చెప్పారు. సో now you understand the concept. Let us move to the next category. Okay, next category I will go from here. Okay, the next category is verbs which are ending with undu sound. So I took one example, that is stay. Stay means undu. So I'm going to read these words now, then I will ask you to conjugate with another verb. నేను ఉన్నాను, నేను ఉండలేదు, నేను ఉన్నానా, నేను ఉండలేదా. Okay, these are the 4 types of sentences we need to follow when we have the verbs which are ending with undu sound. Let us see.
Praveen garu,
చెప్పండి.
Stay wundu or undu, does it have a V in the front? Because I can see at one
Yeah,
place
actually it is okay to remove. We can also write like this. Actually this is the proper spelling, but sometimes we may read like undo, something like that. Some people read like that. So to avoid that mistake, I prefer to write like this, undu. But the correct transliteration is only. This is correct. Okay, just to avoid the wrong pronunciation I will write. But now since we have a context, I will explain the difference between this one. For example, I mentioned here undu. Okay, undu, here u is, if you know the Telugu script you will understand, this is u. This u indicates this sound. Okay, okay, if I write u, I will write u. This indicates like this. This is wa plus u gunintamu sound. Wa plus u gunintamu sound, wu. It is not u, it is wu. Okay, but in spoken Telugu and written Telugu it is more common to use this word when we want to write. For example, unnanu, this is u sound only, but we also write like this, unnanu. This is also in use, but when we write this one we need to read as unnanu. This one unnanu, u. Okay, hope you understand the difference between u and wu.
Yes, I do, Praveen garu. Thank you.
మంచిదండి. Okay, with this ending we do not have much examples, but anyway I think you understand the concept. Later you can practice with the remaining verbs. I took example by means konu. Okay, let us see the example sentences. నేను కొన్నాను, positive sentence. Negative sentence is నేను కొనలేదు. Positive interrogative sentence is నేను కొన్నానా. Negative interrogative sentence is నేను కొనలేదా. Then now I will ask you to conjugate. Let me pick any verb. Okay, let us take the verb dream, kalaganu. Then I will split the window so you can see both. Okay, can somebody conjugate the verb dream, kalaganu, into past tense 4 forms: positive, negative, positive interrogative and negative interrogative? Anyone can try this verb.
Try చేస్తాను.
చెప్పండి. ట్రై చేయండి.
నేను కలగన్నాను.
అవునండి, నేను కలగన్నాను. కలగనలేదు. సో నలేదు, it is common. Okay, try the next one. Kalagannana. So here if you look at here, you need to compare. Okay, let me bring this one to the next page.
Becomes too difficult.
Okay, yeah, you need to compare always the base form and see how we are conjugating.
Yes.
Konu becomes konnana. Here konu becomes konaleda. Here konu becomes konaledu. So konu becomes konnanu. So whenever you are practicing with a new verb, always compare the example sentence between the base form and the conjugated form. If you try to conjugate from the previous the previous form like positive sentence, you may get confused. So I always
Okay.
recommend you to check the comparison from between this one and the
Yes.
past tense form. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let us try again. Okay, can you try to conjugate the verb eat tinu in the same format? Anyone can try.
Tinnanu,
అవునండి.
తినలేదు,
ఓకే, తినలేదు.
తినలేదా,
ఎస్.
తినలేదా, and
తినలేదు.
and the last one is తినలేదా.
అవునండి.
Negative.
అవునండి.
ఏది తినలేదా?
అవునండి, తినలేదా. ఓకే, లెట్ మీ రీడ్ ఫర్ యూ. నేను తిన్నాను, దిస్ ఈస్ పాజిటివ్. నేను తినలేదు, దిస్ ఈస్ నెగటివ్.
నేను తినాలి.
పాజిటివ్ ఇంటరాగేటివ్ విల్ బి నేను తిన్నానా.
తిన్నానా?
Negative interrogative will be
తిన్నానా?
నేను తినలేదా, like that. Okay,
నేను
hope you
తినలేదు.
understand this verb conjugation. Let us
Yes.
see the
Yes.
next one. Okay. Okay, the next category is verbs ending with these sounds. I don't want to read now because it's a very big list, but it's okay, later you can read from the document. For example, ku, ku, gu, the list goes on like this. So all these verb endings take same format. Let us see the first example. I took example as dumuku. So dumuku becomes nenu dumikanu. This is positive sentence. నేను దుముకలేదు, this is negative sentence. నేను దుమికానా, this is positive interrogative. నేను దుముకలేదా, నేను దుముకలేదా, this is negative interrogative. Okay, now I will ask you to conjugate any other verb. Let us see. Okay, let us take the verb trust. Trust means nammu. So using this nammu verb and this example sentence, can somebody conjugate? You don't need to modify anything, just you need to add that common suffix like anu, ledu, ana, leda. These sounds only you need to add to the verb. You can see the exact examples. Let me show you the main verb also.
అను
చేయండి.
నమ్ము లేదా నమ్ము లేదు
Okay, start, please start
నమ్ము
from the
నాన్న
beginning అండి. Okay, no problem.
నమ్ము నాను నమ్ము లేదు
Yeah.
నమ్ము నాన్న నమ్ము లేదా.
Yeah, there are few corrections andi. So if you look at here, nammu becomes nammanu. Nammanu. So we do not change anything, but we just add anu sound. Anu sound. If you see the ending sound, this is
నమ్ము
mu.
నాను
Nammanu. Nammanu. For past tense it is nammanu. So dumuku became dumikanu. Similarly, nammu becomes nammanu. So let us compare. Dumuku became dumukaledu. So here nammu becomes nammaledu. Okay, nammaledu. Okay, we don't say nammuledu, it is nammaledu. Similarly here dumuku became dumuka, then we added ledu. So in the same structure you need to add nammu, change to namma, then add ledu. So similarly dumuku became dumikana. Dumikana. Okay, here it will be nammana. You need to make little modification. It is not nammina. Namminana also it is correct, but usually we say nammana. Nammin, if you say namminana it is correct only, but we just say nammana. Nammana. Then this one nammaleda. Dumuku became Dumukaleda. Similarly, nammu becomes nammaleda. Okay, let's try with the next verb. Drink. Drink means tragu. Okay, can somebody try to conjugate this tragu verb in 4 forms like positive, negative? Anyone can try.
నేను త్రాగాను.
అవునండి.
నేను త్రాగలేదా? త్రాగలేదు.
త్రాగలేదు, it is negative sentence.
నేను త్రాగలేదు.
త్రాగలేదు.
త్రాగలేదు. నేను త్రాగనా?
ఎస్, కరెక్ట్ అండి.
నేను త్రాగలేదా?
అవునండి, సరిగ్గా చెప్పారు, అన్నీ కరెక్ట్గా వచ్చాయి. సో నేను త్రాగాను, యూ టు కంపేర్ ఫ్రమ్ హియర్. నేను త్రాగాను, నేను త్రాగలేదు, నేను త్రాగానా, నేను త్రాగలేదా. దిస్ ఈస్ ద method to conjugate the verbs which are ending with all these sounds. There is a big list. Okay, I categorized, so later you can practice with the remaining verbs. Okay, let us go to the next category. There is a huge list. Okay, the next category is verbs which are ending with to sound. Okay, so I took one example. Begin modalu pettu. I'm going to read the sentences in 4 forms. నేను మొదలు పెట్టాను, నేను మొదలు పెట్టలేదు. దిస్ ఇస్ నెగటివ్. పాజిటివ్ ఇంటరాగేటివ్ ఈస్ నేను మొదలు పెట్టానా. నెగటివ్ ఇంటరాగేటివ్ ఈస్ నేను మొదలు పెట్టలేదా. ఓకే, నౌ I will ask you to conjugate with any other verb. For example, okay, let us take the verb spend. This is more commonly used verb. Spend. Spend means ఖర్చు పెట్టు. Can somebody try to conjugate this ఖర్చు పెట్టు verb in this form in 4 sentences?
నేను ఖర్చు పెట్టాను.
అవునండి.
నేను ఖర్చు పెట్టాను.
అవునండి.
నేను ఖర్చు పెట్టలేదు.
అవునండి.
నేను ఖర్చు పెట్టానా.
అవునండి.
నేను ఖర్చు పెట్టలేదా.
అవునండి, అవునండి, సరిగ్గా చెప్పారు, అన్ని కరెక్ట్ గా వచ్చాయి. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఈజియర్ దాన్ ప్రీవియస్ వర్డ్స్ బికాస్ ద సౌండ్ ఈస్ సేమ్. ఇట్ ఈస్ సేమ్ ఫర్ ఆల్ ద వర్డ్స్. టు like that. Okay, so let us go to the next category. So there are many verbs with this ending, so you can conjugate in the same format. Now we are focusing on past tense. Okay, so for past tense you can do like this. Simple future tense and simple present tense you already practiced. If you haven't, you can watch previously recorded session, then practice. Okay, now let us see the verbs which are ending with nu sound. Okay, I took one example. With this we don't have much verbs, we have only one commonly used, but let me read. Then later if you find any other verbs with the ending nu, that you can conjugate in the same way. నేను కాలితో తన్నాను, నేను కాలితో తన్నలేదు, నేను కాలితో తన్నానా, నేను కాలితో తన్నలేదా. These are the forms. Since we do not have much verbs, let us go to the next category. This is povu. The next category is verbs ending with povu sound. So I took one example, that is carry. Okay, carry. Let us see the example sentences. నేను తీసుకుని పోయాను. Observe here, తీసుకుని పోవు in the past tense became తీసుకుని పోయాను. What we did here, we removed that wu sound, then we replaced with ya, then added a sound. తీసుకుని పోవు became తీసుకుని పోయాను. Similarly, let us see the negative sentence, తీసుకుని పోలేదు. So here also, look at here, after po we removed this wu sound, then we did not add anything, that's all, just to add the ledu word, తీసుకుని పోలేదు. Similarly, నేను తీసుకుని పోయానా. This is very easy because you need to take from here, then negative will take from here, తీసుకుని పోలేదా. Now I will ask you to conjugate with any one of the verb. Okay, we do not have much verbs, we have only 2 commonly used verbs, that is forget and migrate. Okay, Let us take the verb marachipovu. Can somebody try to conjugate this marachipovu? Actually it is marchipovu. You can say marachi or marchi, both are correct. Can somebody try to conjugate?
నేను మరిచిపోయాను
అవునండి.
నేను మరిచిపోలేదు
అవునండి.
నేను మరిచిపోయానా
అవునండి.
నేను మరిచిపోలేదా
అవునండి, బాగా చెప్పారండి. Let us go to the next verb category. Okay, we have very important category. We have more than 100 commonly used verbs with this. 100 commonly used, but in the dictionary you can find lot of verbs. Okay, so for this category I took one example, that is adjust. Adjust means sardubatu cheyu. Let us see the sentences. I will read now, then I will ask you to conjugate any other verb. నేను సర్దుబాటు చేశాను. So here సర్దుబాటు చేయు became సర్దుబాటు చేశాను in past tense. So what we did here, we replaced this u sound with s sound, then we added the common suffix anu sound. సర్దుబాటు చేశాను. Now let us see the negative. నేను సర్దుబాటు చేయలేదు. For this we are not replacing that u sound with sound. It is as it is. సర్దుబాటు చేయు becomes సర్దుబాటు చేయ. Then add లేదు. Okay, if you know this one how to make, this is very easy. What you have to do, you just need to add na sound instead of u sound at the end. Chesanu becomes chesana. This is common rule for any in positive interrogative sentence. So here what we did, nenu సర్దుబాటు చేశాను, then we need to change when we want to ask question, nenu సర్దుబాటు చేశానా. So when we come to the negative part, we take only the negative form normal sentence, then we change it to question by adding లేదా sound. నేను సర్దుబాటు చేయలేదా. చేయలేదు became చేయలేదా in negative form. Okay, now I will ask you to conjugate. Okay, let us take the commonly used verb help. Help means sahayam cheyu. So can somebody try to conjugate this help verb sahayam cheyu in 4 forms: positive, negative and other forms? Anyone can try. Who all
సహాయం చేస్తాను.
Okay, సహాయం చేస్తాను కాదండి, సహాయం చేశాను, because we are in past tense. చేస్తాను is future tense.
సహాయం చేసలేదు
కాదండి. In the negative we don't replace that ya sound with sa sound. It is direct చేయలేదు. అవునండి.
సహాయం చేశానా.
అవునండి.
సహాయం చేసలేదా.
In the negative again you should not replace that ya sound with sa. It is direct చేయలేదా. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we will practice with one more verb. Write. Write means vrayu. Take this write verb vrayu and conjugate into past tense.
వ్రాసాను.
అవునండి.
వ్రాయలేదు.
అవునండి.
వ్రాసానా.
అవునండి.
వ్రాయలేదా.
అవునండి, సరిగ్గా చెప్పారు. Okay, let us go to the next category. There are so many verbs. Later you can practice in the same style. Okay, the last category. This is last category in this past tense. Yeah, in verb conjugations tables. Verbs ending with ruchu sound and luchu sound. Okay, I took one example, that is modify, marchu. So let me read the sentences. Nenu marchanu. Marchu became marchanu. So we did not make much changes. We just added anu, that common sound, to the end by changing that u sound with when we obviously we cannot say marchu anu. We need to remove that u sound, then add anu, marchanu. Then negative form, nenu marchaledu. So here what we did, marchu became marchaledu. Okay, now this question is very easy. You need to focus on the normal sentence, then add na sound at the end. Instead of u sound, add sound. For example, nenu marchanu becomes nenu marchana. Now let us see the negative question. Nenu marchaledu becomes nenu marchaleda. That's all, very simple. Let us ask somebody to conjugate with one verb. Let us take this verb, fulfill. Fulfill means neraverchu. Can somebody try to conjugate this neraverchu verb in past tense?
Should I try?
Yeah, try cheyandi.
నేను నెరవేర్చాను, నేను నెరవేర్చలేదు, నేను నెరవేర్చానా,
అవునండి,
నేను నెరవేర్చలేదా.
అవునండి. నెరవేర్చలేదా can be with long vowel sound at the end. నేను నెరవేర్చలేదా, like, yeah. It's okay in spoken Telugu. It's okay if you skip that long vowel sound also, no problem. నెరవేర్చలేదా, it is also okay.
నెరవేర్చలేదా.
ధన్యవాదములండి. Okay, I think we finished this lesson. In the next session we will continue with another tense. Maybe we will continue with the continuous tense. For example, నేను చేస్తూ ఉన్నాను, I was doing. So we will make those kind of sentences in the next session అండి. Thank you for joining. ధన్యవాదములు
Thank
అండి.
you, Praveen Garu.
Thank you అండి.